Hi, we're here with Rusty Vanneman, and Rusty has just published a new book titled Higher Calling.
Yeah.
Congratulations, Rusty.
Thanks, Ryan, and thanks for pressing the button to get it out the door.
Oh, you're welcome. Tell us about the book. What's the background?
Basically, the book, it's called Higher Calling, and it's really just talking about how investment advisors, they have a calling to help investors succeed. It's not a job, it's a calling. And I think it's just a really important point to stress. I think all our advisors really know it. I think a lot of the advisors who have read it have really enjoyed it, and it just sort of emphasizes what we're all doing.
There's a lot of buzz about robo-advisors and self-service and technology. Did writing the book change your views on service models in our industry at all?
I don't think it changed it. I think it just emphasized the value of human interaction, the value of conversations and relationships. And investment counseling is more than just a spreadsheet and more than just a number. It comes back to the conversations and the relationships. Investment counseling is a really important thing, and it's never going to go away.
Who's the audience for the book? Who would you like to read it?
Well, there is a primary audience, but I think a lot more people can read it. So everybody should read it. But the primary audience is advisors. And then, quite frankly, any investor can read it. I think any investor will get something out of it. It isn't just talking to advisors. I mean, it's telling you, our views on how to invest and what successful investing is all about. So I think anybody can read it.
Gotcha. I know one of the things that we pride ourselves at CLS is the access to the portfolio management team, and your team is always available to help an advisor, talk a client through issues. Did it change the way you and your team talk about, client counseling?
That is a great question. I think it has changed a little bit about what we do. I mean, when we go on the road, and we go on the road a lot talking to advisors and investors, and they want to hear what we're thinking about the markets, we still do that. But one of the most important things about being a good counselor, it isn't about calling the market. It's about managing expectations. It's about managing emotions. And so there's a lot more education that's involved in it. And so the book has an educational slant. A lot of our presentations are probably a little more educational than they used to be. A lot of our resources are more educational than they used to be, because ultimately, I think that education makes people better investors.
Why did you want to write the book?
Just talking about kind of how we think about investing, how I think about investing, how our advisors go about counseling. It just all came together. There's so many people that were involved in writing this book. It took a couple years, I think, with all the editing and stuff. But anyway, that's how it came about, was just sitting in an office with Todd one day.
Good. Well, I've read the book, and it's really changed how I view how we should be interacting with our advisors and helping them, with their, service issues from time to time. How can our advisors get a copy of it?
All they got to do is ask.
All right.
Yeah. Great.
Good.
Thanks.
Well, thank you, Rusty,
Thanks,
and
Ryan.
Congratulations on your publishing.
All right. Thanks.